Hey, Meredith! Where are you right now? I just got home and you're not here. Are you out again? You haven't come home since last Thursday. What have you been doing? I haven't seen you for days now. I'm starting to get worried. We've only been married for a month and you're leaving me all alone in this house. What's up with that? Just because you don't have a job, it doesn't mean you could leave and do whatever you want. You're my wife. You're supposed to be a stay-at-home wife. If you're going somewhere, at least tell me.
Oh, shut up. Stop being so obnoxious, Andrew. You know I hate it when you spam me with texts. You don't understand what I'm going through. You're always busy with work and I'm bored having to stay home all the time. My friends felt so bad for me that they invited me to hang out with them. They've been so generous and kind. Unlike you. Plus, don't you think it'd be rude of me to decline their kind gesture?
I'm sorry that you feel that way, honey. I had no idea you felt like that about me. But you know I have to work to support both of us. I'm not saying that you can't hang out with your friends. But how do you expect me to feel when you don't say anything ahead? You could give me a heads up if you're going out.
Oh my God! You are so conceited! Why do I have to tell you everything? It's like ever since we got married, you've been so clingy. Can't you give me some space on my own? You're acting like my dad.
Excuse me? All I'm asking from you is to tell me where you are.
Don't tell me you're one of those guys who immediately thinks that they have some kind of ownership of their wife as soon as they get married.
No, it's not like that at all. I care about you and I want the best for you. I'm just asking for you to talk to me. We need to have conversations about things like this. We're married. We're a team now. I need to know what's going on. I just want you to be honest with me. How do you expect me to feel when you don't say anything about spending not only one, but several nights somewhere else? I'm not even asking much here. It makes me feel like you're hiding something from me when you don't say anything. All I want is honesty between us.
Okay, fine, whatever. If you want me to talk to you, I'll talk to you. I'm not coming home for another week. Are you happy now?
A week? Meredith, what is going on? Are you going on a vacation or something? You need to tell me what's up. Where are you staying for a whole week? Where are you and what are you doing right now? Meredith, you need to tell me what's going on. I'm worried about you and I need to know that you're safe.
I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. I'm just hanging out with my friends. Jeez, calm down. Stop being so clingy. You know what? Maybe there's a reason why I'm always out of the house. Maybe I don't want to be around you. Have you ever thought about that?
What do you mean? What did I ever do to you? Stop trying to act like the victim here. You know what? What's the point of our marriage if you're not spending any time at home?
That's so true. You actually make a great point.
Meredith, I'm serious. There's nothing funny about this at all. Seriously, what have you been up to all this time going out? You don't even come home. What are you doing?
It's none of your business. I'm telling you that I won't be home for another week. You can't be mad at me anymore.
Look, I actually have something important to tell you. That's why I need you home. It has to be in person. It's about our future. It's important, so I was hoping we could get together and talk about it.
What? Can't it wait? You're always so serious. Whatever it is, it can wait. Anyways, I gotta go now. TTYL, bye-bye.
Meredith, hold on. Wait, I'm not done with you yet. Meredith, hello? Hi, Meredith. It's Andrew. It's been a week already. I haven't heard from you at all. Are you coming home tonight?
Huh? Oh, I think I'm going to stay for another day or two. I'm not coming home tonight. Sorry, babe.
What? You're kidding, right? I can't believe you'd blow me off like this. I can't trust you anymore.
Aw, don't be so upset. I'll be home in a couple of days. It's not a big deal.
You know what? I was going to wait until you got home. I wanted to tell you this in person, but let's get a divorce. I don't see the point of staying married to you anymore. If you can't prioritize spending time with your husband, what's the point? You're gone 90% of the time. I don't think you even love me anymore. I think it will be best for both of us.
Oh, well, actually, you know what? Check your mailbox. I think it should have arrived by now.
What? Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just checked the envelope. You sent me a divorce paper. It's signed. What is this?
Well, remember you told me that you didn't see the point in our marriage. It made me realize that we could just get a divorce. I signed the papers and sent them to your mailbox. All you have to do is sign them and turn them in. I made it easier for you. Aren't I a good wife? I mean, ex-wife.
I can't believe you did all that behind my back. How dare you?
I married you because you made a great income and I thought I didn't need to work like other wives do. It's all I ever wanted, to be honest. I hate working. I love being a stay-at-home wife. Well, except I don't stay at home since I love to go out.
So you married me for my money? I can't believe the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Well, I loved you for your money. At least there was love. But you're so clingy. I thought I'd be free if I became a stay-at-home wife, but you give me no freedom. That's another reason why I decided to sign the divorce papers.
You could have told me. We could have discussed this like real adults.
Why does it even matter? You were planning to tell me about the divorce too. We were on the same page after all. It wouldn't make any difference. I just made it easier. You should be thanking me.
Yeah, but you should at least know that you've hurt me. I loved you, Meredith. It's unfortunate that our marriage has to end like this.
Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry. Boo-hoo. I guess this is it then. I'm so happy I'm divorcing you. I get to be free now. No more annoying texts from you. I'll come to grab my things while you're gone. So don't you dare change the house key, okay? Unless you want to keep my clothes and bags.
Okay, fine. I don't want to see any of your things in the house. You better pack everything by next weekend. What was all this for? I can't believe I married you in the first place if I knew we'd break up within a month. I guess this is goodbye then. Have a nice life.
Hey, Andrew! Long time no see. It's been forever since the last time I spoke with you. These 3 years went by so quickly. How are you?
Here's this. Wait. It can't be. Is it really you?
It's Meredith! The ex-wife you loved so much. Did you miss me? I'm glad you haven't blocked my contact. Do you still love me?
I just didn't bother blocking you. It doesn't mean anything. Look, I don't have time to talk to you. In fact, maybe I should block you now. Goodbye, Meredith.
No, wait, hold on. I have something important to tell you. If you block me, you'll regret it. Trust me, you'd want to hear this.
What is it?
You know, I've become quite impressed by who you've become.
What do you mean?
I heard your uncle reached out to you right after our divorce.
Yeah, he did. What about it?
Isn't your uncle the CEO of the biggest tech company in the country? Since he doesn't have any children, you've been chosen to take over the company, right? Therefore, you'll be the next CEO. Therefore, you'll be rich. Why didn't you tell me this? You know it could have saved our marriage.
I tried to tell you, but you were out of the house. That's why I told you to come home, but you blew me off. You know what? I still would have divorced you. You were a terrible wife to me. You always left the house without saying a word to me. You were gone most of the time.
I see. Well, let's move on past that. If you apologize to me, I'll apologize to you. Let's make up and start over.
Why do I have to apologize to you? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't have anything to talk to you about. Why did you text me anyways? Actually, I don't care or want to know. Look, I'm not interested in whatever you have to say. I'm busy. I've got to go.
No, wait. I'm getting to the point. I have a big surprise for you.
No, save it. I told you I'm not interested in whatever you have to tell me.
Well, what if I tell you that I'm willing to get back together with you?
Excuse me.
I know about the house you built after we got divorced. You know, that 3-story house with 7 bedrooms and a big pool in the yard.
What? How do you know about that? Where did you get information about my house?
It doesn't matter. I was thinking that maybe I could move back in with you and we could have a child together.
Do you know how insane you sound right now?
Your house is amazing. It's like my dream house. I heard it's got an island kitchen and even a movie theater. It'll be such a waste if you live in it all by yourself. We can start a family together. With all that space, we could have 3 or even 4 kids. I've brought my stuff. The moving company is with me right now. Hurry up and open the door.
What? Don't tell me you're at my front door right now.
Yes, I am. Who do you think is ringing the doorbell? Silly.
Oh my God. It's you. And the moving company. What are you doing here?
I'm here to start over. You should be grateful that I'm making an effort here. I know you miss me.
No, I don't miss you. I want you off my property. Right now.
Come on, don't be like that. Let's get back together. Let's celebrate our reunion after 3 years. You know we belong to each other. We're soulmates.
Please leave.
Let's start making babies tonight. What do you say?
I'll say this as many times as I have to in order for you to understand me. I'm not interested. I don't think you realize this, but I already have kids of my own.
What? I never gave birth to anyone.
I got remarried to someone else after I divorced you. I have a new family.
Oh, you're talking about me, aren't you? You mean you've signed the marriage papers?
No. What part don't you understand? After I divorced you, I met my new wife. We dated for a year and got married. We have 2 children now.
What? You got married to someone else other than me?
Yes, I did.
I don't believe it! How dare you marry someone else other than me? I never gave you permission. How could you do this behind my back?
Permission? Why do I need your permission? We've been divorced for 3 years now. You're just a stranger to me.
Yes, but... Look, I want us to get back together. I was the one who married you first. Not some skank that you're married to now.
Don't call my wife that. She is the most wonderful woman I've ever met in my life. She's nothing like you. Look, I've already called the cops. They're on their way to come to arrest you for trespassing.
You did what? I don't want to get arrested. I'm still young. I have a future. You're not going to ruin my life. I thought you still loved me. I mean, you married me once, so there must be something left between us. Don't you want to start over with me?
Why would I want that? You disgust me. I've already moved on and have a new family. You need to back off.
You're so mean! How dare you?
You need to know your place. You have no right to tell me what to do. I need to protect my family. If you don't want me to press charges against you, get off my property.
Ugh, fine! This isn't over yet! Hey, Andrew! Stop ignoring my calls. I need to talk to you about something important. Why did I receive a letter from the police saying that I have to pay money to you?
You cheated on me, didn't you?
What?
Don't pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about. I know you cheated on me while we were still married. I know you took money out of our account. Not just for the trips, but you were giving your unemployed boyfriend cash, right? My cash. Drake, was it? You stole money to give to him. I'm suing you for it. I had a PI look into it, actually. So, you were with this guy from before we got married. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. You only married me for the money so you could enjoy spending time with your boyfriend while I worked during the day. But you got scared that you'd get caught, didn't you? Because I'd always ask where you were. So you decided to leave me before I found out. To be honest, you were acting too strange. I knew you were up to something from the beginning.
How did you find out about this? How do you know about my ex-boyfriend? I never mentioned anything about him.
When I divorced you, my uncle became worried. I told him everything about what was going on and how you've been reacting towards me. He got suspicious, and he hired a PI to get some information about you. That's how he found out about everything. My lawyers have contacted your boyfriend and are getting the facts, too.
Look, he's not even my boyfriend anymore. Plus, he was the one who called me first. It's not my fault he dragged me into this. I shouldn't be the one paying money.
Now, hold on. I still have other new information I found out from my PI.
What is it?
You only contacted me after 3 years because you found out that Drake had a wife all along, and she found out about it. She and you had a fight and you broke a bunch of stuff, right? So you owe money. And you tried to get out of it by marrying me. You're using me for my money again. Been there, done that. So now you have to pay not only me, but your boyfriend's wife. I wonder how you're going to do that without a job.
That's not true! Come on, I love you! Please don't do this to me.
Oh, stop with your fake apologies. I should have known that you were just a gold digger.
I love you! I promise I'll behave well. I'll take care of the house and I will be more honest with you.
Why are you telling me this after 3 years? We've divorced. I have a new family, and I'm not interested in having any relations with you. You need to be held accountable for what you've done. It's too late. Goodbye, Meredith. I'm finally blocking you. If there's anything else, you will be hearing from my lawyers. Good luck paying those bills.
No! I'm sorry!
Despite what Meredith had done to me, her parents paid the money since she had nothing at all. Her parents were furious at her, though, and she needs to pay them back someday. Meredith had no choice but to find a job, and she is working day and night at some fast food place. It's her first job she ever had, and is having a lot of trouble getting used to it. I heard she always gets yelled at by her coworkers because she shows up late. She even gets scolded by customers because of her terrible attitude. It's too bad that she can't quit her job, though, since she has nowhere else to go. I hope she'll realize her mistake someday, but who knows? I was traumatized by her showing up at my house and decided to file a restraining order from her just in case. I have a beautiful family I need to protect, and I don't want her to ruin my life ever again. I decided to move on with my life and try to enjoy every second of it while Meredith reflects on her behavior.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.
I need to talk to you. Have you lost your mind after giving birth? What is wrong with you? I can't believe you're this inconsiderate. My mom bought flowers and even drove to see you so that she can congratulate you for giving birth, yet what did you do? All you did was lie down in the bed and not move at all the entire time my mom visited. Do you think that's a good thing to do? Don't you realize the effort that your own mother-in-law put just to congratulate you? She could have easily just sent you a text message, but she instead did all of that out of the kindness of her own heart. Mom is really upset right now, and she's angry at you for it. You don't understand. She wanted to see her own grandkid. That's why, despite her old age and weak body, she spent her energy driving all the way to the city just to see you guys. Yet she was greeted by your ugly face. You didn't even bother taking a shower or putting on pleasant-looking clothes. That's so disrespectful. No wonder she's uncontrollably angry right now. She was super excited to see our baby, but now she doesn't even care to do that. So she left the hospital earlier than she'd planned. Don't you think that's just unacceptable? You barely even did or said anything, not even the most basic greeting. The least you could have done was show her basic etiquette and show appreciation for what she's done for you, yet your ungrateful self didn't have the heart to do any of that. I really wonder whether you've learned basic courtesy at all. It is just so disgusting and unbelievable. Have you ever even heard of the word etiquette? It seems like it's too late to be thinking about this now, but are you even fit to be in this family who runs big businesses? Now, I don't even know if you can handle being a daughter-in-law of a family like ours.
It has literally been 2 freaking hours since I gave birth. Do you realize that? My energy is in an all-time low, and I just don't have the power to even move my body, not even my fingertips. Have you even experienced childbirth? Do you know how exhausting and tiring it is to birth a child? I am just not in the condition to be greeting people with a happy and positive mood.
For someone who gave birth through a C-section operation, can you really say that you gave birth to a child? I don't think you can even claim that because the doctors did all of that for you. You need to own up to your mistake and see the entire situation realistically. You can't just use your pregnancy or having a child to justify the ugly behavior that you showed to my mother today. You can simply apologize and accept your wrongdoings.
You are just so funny, aren't you? Why do I need to apologize when I did not do anything wrong? What is there to apologize for? Rick, I was in labor for 20 hours and experienced all kinds of pain all over my body every second of that 20 hours. And even after going through the C-section, the pain does not just go away just because the baby is not in my stomach anymore. It's even worse now that there is a huge cut in my body. They literally sliced and opened my body, yet you're saying all this to me? The anesthesia has not even worn off from my body yet, and it's still running throughout my entire system, and you expect me to get up and go around laughing and smiling with your mother? If you still don't get it, I am still in pain. My body literally is still recovering from all the hormones and pain that I just went through. That is not something that you can just talk down about. You will never understand because you did not go through that experience firsthand. Even just thinking about it is already painful enough. Imagine being the one who has to suffer from that.
Oh, whatever. It was my mom who said what I just said. It was not me. I'm just ranting to you because she's been yelling at me. She said that women who do C-sections are just pitiful and are not real mothers. She said that she feels bad for my son who had to come into this world through a slice in your stomach and not through the natural processes of childbirth. She was complaining on how women nowadays are just too weak to go through the natural pains of life and are easily willing to choose the easy way, like doing a C-section. Women nowadays just have it so easy for them.
In case you don't remember, it was not my sole decision to do a C-section. I ended up doing it because it was an emergency situation, not because I chose and wanted to give birth through this procedure. I literally did not have a choice, and it was probably the safest option for our child. Anyway,
We should just be happy that our baby is fine and that he is healthy with no problems at all, despite myself having to go through what I just went through. How I gave birth to him should not be that big of an issue. There's not such thing as an easy and painless childbirth. Any cases of a woman giving birth to another human require so much pain and sacrifice that some mothers even have to sacrifice their own life.
Yeah, sure, but that's no excuse for that behavior you just showed earlier today. You were advised to move a lot more because it would help your pregnancy and make giving birth much easier for you. So, my mom tried to help you and asked that you come over to her house so you can move around by helping her clean up or something. And every time she tried to contact you, you had an excuse. You never failed to give an excuse just so that you can say that you don't want to. You always rejected her attempts at helping you. See? And now look what happened. After months and months of you just staying at home and doing nothing, all that has happened is your belly getting bigger and you having to be in so much pain just to birth our child.
Are you serious right now? What do you mean I just slacked off and did nothing? I literally worked until I was 8 months pregnant. You think I just sat at work doing nothing? But of course, you take your mom's side more than your own wife, so it is really useless for me to even explain what I had to go through and what I have been doing. It's just a waste of time and energy for me. Have you thought of what to name our child? Until when are we going to finally decide what name to give him? We have to send in the application for a birth certificate for our child, so we need to come up with a name very soon.
We can just ask Mom for a good name to give our child. It's not that difficult. She'll suggest a name with a good meaning for her grandchild.
Huh? Are you serious? You're really going to ask your mother to name your own child? Why do you think that's the right thing to do?
My mother is always right. You know you should be thankful that your mother-in-law is willing to spend time coming up with a good name for our son. Most people would appreciate that, you know? My mother lived as a stay-at-home mom since she gave birth and lived a lavish life. She is very elegant and intelligent, so whatever it is that she suggests and does, you can trust.
Well, hearing you say that, it seems that you just don't care to think of any names to give your own child, so I'm going with the name that I will finalize and go to the city hall to get our child's birth certificate.
You know that will just anger my mom, right?
Okay, it is my own child that I birthed on my own and grew in my own womb. Why must I always get your mother's approval for everything?
Well, you know that this is a bit of a strategy for my future, right? I have to always please her, that way I can inherit my father's business later. If I hurt my mother's feelings and upset her over stuff like this, it'll become a huge disadvantage for me. Oh, and by the way, once you leave the hospital and feel recovered, what do you think about living with my mom?
Huh? Why are you suddenly suggesting living in the same house as your mom? You are literally just now mentioning that. It's so sudden. You did not ask me about this my entire pregnancy.
Well, there really was no reason to live together with her, but now we have a reason to. It really will be beneficial to have another set of helping hands since you just gave birth. And being close to her precious grandchild, who she cares and loves more than her own children, will make her very happy. She wants to see them as much as she can, so living together is the best option that benefits us and her. Don't you think?
We can easily send her pictures and videos every day, and she can visit it from time to time, or we can even go to her house once every weekend or so. Just because she now has a grandchild does not mean we have to be living in the same house as her. I think it will be uncomfortable for me to be under the same roof as her, so I don't think I want to do that.
Well, I'm not really asking whether you want to live with her or not. I asked you what you think about it. This is not a matter of choice. It's a matter of need. Does that make sense? I'm basically letting you know that we need to move in with her.
Well, let's see. I don't think I want to talk about this with you right now, so... Ellie, I heard that you were discharged from the hospital today, and you are planning to head to your parents' house just to rest and recover a bit more? Hi, Wilma. How are you? And yeah, that's right. Oh, okay. Well, I have been waiting for you to get discharged from the hospital. And I was really bummed that your stay there had to get extended because of the difficulty of your pregnancy. And now that you're finally getting discharged, you're going straight to your parents. I barely got a good look of my grandchild, and now I can't see him much. When will I be able to hold and have my grandchild around? Once I feel that I am fully recovered and back to my normal health condition, I will go to your house and bring the baby along so you can spend some time with him. You talk like I'd never given birth before. You know I have gone through what you experienced, and I can easily provide you with a nice place to relax and recover after your difficult pregnancy and childbirth. There really is no reason for you to have to go all the way to your parents' place. But speaking of, why are you doing that anyway? What's the reason? Like I said, my house is big enough and I can give you whatever you need while you recover at home. But at the same time, I get it. People who live a normal, lower class life don't want their ego and pride to get stepped on. They always want to prove that they can handle things like that and not depend on those who have more and can provide more for them. Well, I'm just more comfortable if I stay with my parents for the time being. They are my parents, and it's the house I grew up in. I think I'll recover faster and feel much better. That's really the only reason. Nothing more, nothing less. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Why are you prioritizing your own comfort over my grandchild? And why must it be at your parents' house when I have my own house that's probably bigger and better? That is kind of wrong for you to say. Anyway, like I already said, I will go to my parents' house and stay there until I feel that I am at my 100% again. And as soon as that happens, I will go to your house so you can see and take care of your grandchild as well. Just please be patient and wait for a little bit. Okay, fine. All right. You do that for now. Anyway, once you do feel well rested and fully recovered again, you will be living here with me. So by then, I'll get to see my adorable baby every day. For now, I'll let you do what you feel you need to do, and I'll just endure the pain of wanting to see my grandchild. I told Rick that I absolutely cannot live in the same house as my in-laws. Did he not tell you that? Actually, he did tell me that, and we talked about it, but why are you so against living with us? You do know that whether my son's family lives with me or not is up to me, right? It is the role of a mother-in-law to decide whether their children still lives with them. All you have to do is follow what your elders tell you to do. Also, don't worry about the finances because I'll make sure that I give you what your family can't afford. You knew that you were marrying into a high-class conglomerate family, so you need to keep up with that and match our level. It is your sole duty to make sure that you have the elegance and knowledge to blend in our family. I am literally offering you to learn how to live a lavish life, something that many would pay millions for, yet you are just so unappreciative of what's being given to you for free. Maybe you should learn that first. Be grateful and knowing how to say thank you. How are you so senseless and empty-headed?
Wilma, let me just set this straight. You are not the one I am marrying. I am marrying your son, not you. I also had a good life and built a good career without your help. There is no need for me to get your help in learning how to be elegant or whatever. And there is definitely no need for me to try and please you. I hope you understand every word I just said. I will live my life the way I want to live. I do not need to be told by someone that I must follow their standard. I have my own life and I will live it my own way.
Wow. Ellie. You must have a brave heart to say all that to me. Just know that you will regret saying that to me. I will make sure that you regret every single word you just blurted out of your mouth. It's been a month now. Shouldn't that be enough for your recovery or whatever? Is my dearest grandson doing well? How is he? Are you breastfeeding him or giving him milk formula?
I'm not producing as much breast milk as I expected, so I'm giving the baby milk formula.
Huh, of course. Why did I even ask that question? You couldn't even give birth naturally. It only makes sense that you also can't give him milk naturally. It's almost like your body just cannot do anything natural. Does it even function properly at all? I honestly feel so bad that my dear grandson has to be raised by someone like you. It's just heartbreaking knowing that you're the kind of mom who will be living and raising my grandchild. It's seriously unfortunate. Anyway, my husband is driving up there soon, so get the baby ready to be picked up. Pack up all his clothes and milk stuff so he's ready to go once my husband is there. What? Didn't I just tell you that there is no way I'm living with you guys? Is that so hard to understand? We are not living under the same roof. No way. Who said you're gonna be living with us? You can keep staying at your parents' house however long you like. I could care less where you want to live. You don't have to come with us, so just have my grandchild packed and be ready so he can come with his grandpa. What exactly are you talking about? Just why exactly should I have you take my own child? The child that I birthed on my own? Who are you kidding? Don't flatter yourself, Ellie. Get your words right. You never birthed a child on your own. You have no rights to say you did that or that you were in pain. All you did was lie down on some comfortable bed in a really nice hospital, sleep, and let the doctors do their job. You did not do anything. Everything was so easy for you. A person like you who lacks the elegance of a true woman has no skills or abilities of a high-quality person, and someone whose parents cannot give or do anything. You have no place in my family. We don't need nor want someone like you. Keep that in mind when we send you the divorce papers. It's easier to just cut ties with you that way. We will give you $30,000 for alimony as soon as you sign the divorce documents and finalize it. That should be enough. Oh my god, really? You'll give me that much? 30,000? Wow. Are you seriously that excited to get divorce money? How low of you. But I'm honestly not surprised. Poor people like you have never held anything close to that amount. I'm just in shock. I've only been married to your son for barely a year and a half, yet you're willing to give me such a shocking amount of money for alimony. Of course. I am willing to give that much. I'm spending $30,000, meaning getting rid of you and introducing my son to the daughter of a politician. I am 100% willing to pay that much. I will just think of it as a great investment. Having a woman like that become my daughter-in-law is something I need to take advantage of. What? Daughter of a politician? Oh, did you not hear? Well, let me tell you. I recently introduced your husband to the daughter of a really well-known politician, and they have been getting along really well. Everything is going so smoothly. All that is left is for my son to divorce you. As soon as that's done, they both are ready to get married to each other. It's great, but what about you? Well, it's really not your fault. To be honest, if only you weren't so hard-headed and stubborn, this would not have happened. That woman is a much better fit for our family. She's very capable and smart, so she will surely help out with the financial struggles that our companies have been hit with recently. She's truly perfect, except for one thing. She couldn't give birth. She has serious complications that prevent her from conceiving and giving birth, so we'll take in your son, and she will raise him like her own. He will have everything he can ever wish for, and she will raise him into an amazing person. Now that you know everything, I hope you find some peace of mind about the entire situation. This is all for you, so do as I say. Don't be stubborn and try to fight my way. I can guarantee you your son will greatly benefit growing in a family like ours. He will live a life that you can never provide him. So I'm just letting you know this is the best choice for all of us. So, to clarify the point of me telling you all this, sign the divorce papers with no fuss or questions asked. Make it simple and easy for everyone. Got that? Psst. I don't need a pitiful little mama's boy like your son, who is a cheater on top of that. How disgusting. No one would want to take a so-called man like that. I will send you my bank account information so you can transfer the money to me. Wow. Now you're so proactive when it comes to money. You're nothing but a gold digger. I don't care whatever you say. The words that come out of your mouth have no value. Just when are you going to drop off my grandchild? I've already sent you the money, yet I'm still here waiting for my precious baby. Did I ever agree to drop off my son to you? Think about that for a second. What? Are you kidding me right now? You yourself said that you would give me $30,000 to divorce your son. None of what you said is about me giving up my son to you, so that's what I did. I got the $30,000 and divorced your son. That was the agreement. It was like killing two birds with one stone for me because I have been wanting to divorce your son anyway. But you know me, if I say I'll do it, I 100% do it with no confusion or mess. I will never end anything without cutting off everything and everyone seamlessly. When I end things, I end it clean. Getting married is something that people do that does not just end that easily. It is a phase of life that requires so much dedication. So as difficult as it started, it only makes sense that it is something that's not easy to end. There's too many words coming out of your mouth right now, and none of it makes sense. Just go straight to the point and quit beating around the bush. Just say exactly what it is that you want to say. I gathered evidence of your son committing adultery. I have evidence of him cheating, and I have them ready at hand. I was told that I must have clear and valid evidence of him cheating on me so I can get alimony from both him and his mistress. I will prove to you just how low and disgusting your son is. Everyone will see what kind of garbage your son is. Just wait and see. And on top of that, I will make sure to get custody of my child. What? I already gave you alimony, and now you're talking about getting more money from them? Is that $30,000 not enough for a low-class being like you? You know, I just thought of that money as a token of appreciation for myself for giving birth to my son. That's how I like to think of that money. But do you think $30,000 is enough money in exchange for the betrayal your son has done to me? Even to yourself, do you think that makes sense? That measly $30,000 is not enough for the emotional damage I had to go through from him and you. Luckily, there are laws in place to get compensated for emotional turmoil and mental damage to victims who experience such. So I will use that to my advantage and make sure the physical, mental, and emotional pain I had to go through is fully paid for. That's fair, right? You're nothing but a low-class, trashy person who is only hungry for money. You're no different than a parasite. This is exactly what I mean, that a person like you is nowhere near fit to be around a family like ours. You're not even close to the level that we are at. I knew it from the beginning. And this just proves it even more that all you're after has always been money. You just proved yourself that you would do anything just to leech off money from people like us. How disgusting and low. I bet you would suck off money from my family as much as you can and use it to pretend like you're some high-class person. But you will never reach that level. But you are nothing but a second-rate tryhard. Even that is so much better than a person like you. Matter of fact, even the lowest of the lowest is 100. No, 1,000 times better than a person like you who thinks they can just pay their way in this world. You think money will solve all your problems. Is that all you've got to say? Don't think that I'm getting rid of you because I am scared of you. I have nothing to be afraid of against a person like you who has nothing. I'm getting rid of you because you're just disgusting inside and out. And alimony? You want more alimony from my son and his mistress? Yeah, sure. Go ahead and try filing to get alimony from them. Let's see how that goes for you. Alimony for people like you is like a few change for us. It's not even close to the amount of money we have. A conglomerate like us can pay you whatever money like it's nothing. Conglomerate? Just because you have money, you guys think you're all that? When in reality, that's literally all that you have. You have money, but have no dignity, kindness, or humanity, not even a bit. You think that money will get you out of karma for all the harm and degrading you say to others? Well, let me tell you, it doesn't work like that. Karma will always get you, and it will get you back twice as much as you've hurt others. And you think that having your son remarry with the daughter of some politician will solve the issues that is killing your companies? Sure, keep believing that and telling lies to yourself. You'll realize that the delusion you've been feeding yourself is nowhere near reality. Let me ask you this. Are you sure this oh-so-amazing politician you've been talking about is a real politician? What? What kind of bluff are you saying this time? You act like you know everything. What do you even know, if at all? You low-life scum. And what do you mean if he's a real politician? A politician is a politician. Do you think being a politician is just his costume or something? You know, you sound so stupid. Well, I happened to find out information about this politician you're talking about, and shocker, that guy is not an actual politician. He's a scammer, and you got scammed. He meets people here and there, sells them stories and lies to them just to rip them off and get their money. Oh, and guess what? That girl that you claim is the daughter of that politician, she's not his daughter, but actually his lover. Isn't this an amazing storyline that you got yourself into?
What?
Is that true? Or are you just trying to piss me off? You're just bluffing and making things up because you don't want to divorce my son. Psst, I've always wanted to divorce your son. That want comes from my heart. I think you're just either in denial or you're not understanding what's really going on. Plus, have I ever lied to you? Do you have any memories or experiences where I was untruthful? Exactly. I'm not like someone here who is delusional and believes everything they see with their eyes. I am not a liar, nor am I delusional. I also gain nothing from making things up.
Oh my gosh, are you really being serious? Oh my gosh, you better not be right. I swear if you're just making this up. I already transferred $500,000 to him to support his campaign for the upcoming elections. Oh my goodness, you better be wrong. That money I transferred to him is from a loan because our companies have just been getting hit after hit by inflation. And just how bad the recession has been. Oh my goodness, I'm freaking out. Oh my God. Oh, no wonder. Now it's making sense. Oh my gosh. 2 days ago, I couldn't get a hold of his daughter. Oh, wait. No, not his daughter, but his scammer girlfriend. No wonder I couldn't text or call her since I sent the money over to their bank account. Hurry up and try to get a hold of them. Call them or text them. I don't care what you do. Hurry and get them for me. That way you can also get money from that scammer girl. It'll be a win-win for both of us.
Well, I already got the alimony from her, so I don't think there's much that I have to do. Now all I have to do is get money from your son and file a lawsuit against him at the court. Once that's all done, that is it for me. I can't wait for that day because as soon as all of that is done, I won't ever have to deal with you guys anymore. My life will be so much better.
Then what about us? What are we supposed to do? Do I need to call the police and have them catch those two? What should I do?
Well, your business is your business. Whatever you have to do or deal with has nothing to do with me. I have no connections with you whatsoever.
Don't you dare say that! Hurry up and take my grandson to our house. You better listen to what I say. In times like this is when a family is supposed to help out each other. You know that much better than anyone else.
Psst, family? Who says I'm part of your family? Now you're talking family this and family that just because you're in trouble. How fake. It felt like it was just yesterday when you were yelling in my face that you've already introduced your son to some daughter of some politician and even demanding that I sign divorce papers. Don't you remember that? It's unbelievable how fast you come to my side now that you realized you dug yourself a deep hole and got involved with some scammer. On top of that, you took out loans to give them money? That's karma. I really don't want to do anything with you, you old hag, so please just stop talking to me.
What? Did you just call me an old hag? You know your husband and your son will inherit our companies, right? They were the oldest son and oldest grandson in the family, so it's surefire that they'll take over the million-dollar companies we have.
Your business that have been in the negatives? You talk about your businesses like they're in the top 50 global businesses. I never cared about being part of a conglomerate. I've always depended on myself and did what I could for my own good. I never once depended or begged you to help me. Don't try to use your businesses as bait to get me back. I am not a child who cannot think for herself. I am a capable woman who can fight back if needed, so my best advice is to just quit trying to help you out, because it's not happening. After all that's happened, I was able to receive a decent amount of alimony from the divorce as I gathered all the evidence against my then-husband. We finalized the divorce and I got full custody of my son. Rick cried and kept begging me to rethink divorcing him, but my mind was ready to just end it, once and for all. It was the easiest decision I had to make. He cried and cried for days, calling me on the phone, and came to my house and begged me to stay with him, but every teardrop I saw come out of his eyes were clearly crocodile tears. He was not truthful or sincere at all. I could not feel that he was genuine in asking for forgiveness, and it was all so fake because he needed my help. I loved him once, but even I was surprised at myself, seeing how fake and two-faced he was, crying and begging in front of me. I was shocked that I lost all the respect and love I once had for him. It wasn't too long ago when we were just head over heels for each other and super in love for the year and a half that we'd been married. But this all happened, and it's good that I didn't have to waste longer than a year and a half to save my life from such misery. The businesses they owned completely collapsed, and they had to shut down all of it. They were in debt and lost all of their properties. I heard that they had to move out from their mansion and are now living in some rented apartment somewhere. Their life switched 180 degrees since then. It's crazy how different my ex-husband's mother is now. She was living such a great, lavish life, but now they barely have anything. Not even anything they can scrape for their day-to-day living. As for me, I continued to stay with my parents, and they've been super helpful with raising their grandson. I, on the other hand, am now a working mom. I go to work during the day and watch my son when I get back home from work. Throughout the years that I have lived on this earth, I faced so many difficulties, but each time I decided to live each day with optimism and stayed positive every time. That's what life is. Now, I'm just focusing on the bright future that I know is waiting for me and my son. I'm doing my best to live a good life. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. See you guys next time.